Hi, collective. I'm glad to give you this message. Yes, I put up lots of readings. Not lots of readings, not today, but there are few readings that is on TikTok. And also, I did a bit of reading for each sign for 2024. Well, in 10 minutes, so it's a short one. On TikTok, you can check it out if you want. Yeah. Okay. So I put this up because I get so many messages that many spiritual teacher is saying that the 5D earth shifting actually it's a state and it won't happen physically because the 3D world will never disappear and we will be always rooted in there and things like that. Okay, you need to understand the way it will happen. It will take time. Okay, I have a feeling it might happen 2024. Also, Bashar talk about this also. Um, while it's quite conditional because many things can undermine it, many things can make it last longer. Some people says it will take many years. Some people says we have still 3 years. So there are different visions about this. But you need to understand, yes, we are rooted still in a way, in a 3D, because we live in a 3D. But if you started to ascend, your transformation is started. And when you ascended at least 50%, that's mean you are already attached to the new earth. Okay, so when a shifting will happen totally, the new earth will separate itself from the 3D earth, you will automatically shift with them. And it comes with certain genetic cellular transformation that might be not possible still detect on earth with the genetics that we are on what level, because it's quite primitive what we are on. You need to understand that some people are in a way upset that they consider themselves divine and they don't experience ascending. Okay, ascending it's a tough work at the beginning. Once you reach a certain level, yes, it's automatic, but certainly not straight away. What do you need to do for ascension? That you start on stepping in a path of ascension. What is, I mean, if you don't do it, you can't ascend. Okay, what's happening is you have to get rid of everything what is karmic in your life, what is weightening down your soul, your psyche, your mind, your body also. Well, I would not start with the body, okay, if I were you, especially if you have sicknesses or things like that, okay? Because in my opinion, that is the last process and it might happen automatically, okay? So let's start with which one, okay? Well, you have to get rid of heavy generational curses. How do you get rid of them? You break them. How do you break them? You do your shadow work, you work with your ancestors, you do your research, you go in an Akashic records, see what is your ancestral curses in your life and what do you have to break and what do you have to get out of, okay? This is essential. This is the most horrible limitation or burden actually can hold you back from ascending, okay? This is really, really important. Settle down your karma. It is possible to clear up karma very shortly, unless if you really, really destroyed somebody this life, okay? If you have past life karma, bad karma, and you are divine, you worked on your karma time to time. I'm not saying you're perfect time to time, you did things, nobody does stay on the right path all the time, we make mistakes. But it is possible to clear up past life karma very, very easily. and deal with it, okay? Well, I won't get into this how right now. You need to go first of all in your Akashic records to see what's happened in your past life, what you might have done, and what kind of spiritual ties and contract it's created in your life, and how you can fix it. Okay, it is possible to see in your Akashic records. But you have to deal with your karma, because the karma and generational curses are the two things the awakening done I mean, as a being, a spiritual being, and 3D body, everything, And it is a huge problem when you ascend, because it pulls you back in a 3D. Okay, so there are many witches, for example, or spiritual workers who has horrible ancestral background, because they inherited lots of spiritual gifts, but they were attached to dark spiritual workers. And these dark spiritual workers created generational curses that actually affects them. Okay, you might be divine, you might be helping people, maybe when you are a light worker or not archangel, but earth angel, but you experience blockages, you do not understand what's going on, and why you can't ascend. Okay, you need to dig in and see and clear up these ancestral blockages, okay, that is in your life. This is really, really heavy, and it can pull you back. If you did some well, you did something in this lifetime, that's actually the bad karma is coming in right now. Well, you should focus on to get through it very fast and express your wishes to source that you wish to shift, and you want to receive assistance, and I'm sure you will receive new spirit guides and spiritual helps to do that. Okay, the other thing that is really heavy on a soul, on an emotion, on a psyche and a body, so you could not ascend, is the traumas. Okay, and your enemies knows that, and that's why they're continuously trying to put you in trauma. So you need to develop an attitude to bounce back very, very quickly. I mean, even when a trauma is happening, you're already healing yourself. Okay, this is really, really important, and this is essential when you ascend, because with trauma you can't. Okay, so you can be angry, you can be hateful for a few hours, even 1 day or 2 or few. It depends how much your karma tolerate. But you have to deal with it. You have to forgive. You have to advance and go back in divine love mode, because if not, ascension is not possible. Okay, so the tolerance towards trauma and pain is really, really important, and also to forgive people around you, but first of all to learn to forgive yourself, because what you think about yourself, how you think about yourself, what you think you deserve, that's what universe will give you. Do you understand? I'm not telling you to become a spiritual narcissistic. No, because spiritual narcissistic people really feel entitled to have absolutely everything, even if they don't have a right for. Okay, you have to do this with how should I put this, as a kind of dignity, but a kind of humiliation front of souls. Okay, that you humiliate your soul and your emotions, and that's how you stay in this, that you still deserve all these things that coming into your life. Okay, this is a certain of really difficult to explain, especially when somebody is a narcissistic person. They won't understand. Okay, this is, you know who you are, you know your worth, and you know what you deserve, but correctly. This is not what a spiritual narcissist is delusional, and he or she thinks they can have other people's destiny, they can have whatever, usually when you create and you manifest what from your own power, from your own energy, you are not a spiritual narcissistic, because a spiritual narcissistic would not be able to do that, only if they steal it from someone else. Okay, so this is a healthy attitude, that you know who you are, because source show it to you. You know what are your capacities, and you know what you deserve to have in this lifetime, or the next, or whatever. But right now, you know what you deserve and what needs to be manifested in your life. Okay, this is really important. And when you are like that, it will help with your ascension also. When you know that you deserve to ascend, and you will do heavy work to ascend. Okay, that is possible. Okay, when you are stubborn and you go and go and go and do the ascension, you stick to it, you want it, and you want to achieve it, and you decide, you just at a certain period of time, you just bring it down from universe, this gift. Okay, this is a really hard work. It's not an easy one. Okay, because spiritually, source needs to know that you really, really want this thing. It's not just like it's hindering around, and okay, 5D Earth, okay, let's do it. Come and get me, and yeah, maybe I will enjoy it. No, no, no. You have to have a real cravings for the 5D Earth, for this state, for this new world, for this new style of life. Okay, it's really important. Right. So, yes, most people say that nothing will change on a free day. We will stay on a free day. It's just we will manifest better. Yeah, that will happen temporary. Okay. While these temporal situation is that the earth is shifting, but not separated yet 100%. All the ancient texts and scriptures, not just the Bible, but other scriptures, religious scriptures, talk about this, and they do not talk about that we stay on earth and just having a more successful life than those who are not in 5D. Okay, this is not what will happen at the end. The separation will happen, so the 5D earth will be a place where we will live. Okay, so many people says that this is impossible because the structure of the earth is 3D. No, 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 no. No, I mean, yes, it is 3D, the structure of the earth. And that's why Mother Earth Gaia is practically in pain and trying to divide, trying to get into this 5D earth ascending. And it's really complicated for Earth because of all these 3D limitations. But the Earth is doing it, okay? And after they will be, of course, a different matrix, a different structure of the matrix, and the new Earth will be in a different dimension, in a 5D dimension, okay? And a different reality. So for those actually who will not understand, they won't notice too much because they maximum notice that this world will be much tougher, more difficult to survive, but they won't really notice big changes. Okay. So for a while, yes, we will be on a 3D and this 5D Earth cocoon that will permit us to ascend and permit us to manifest. It's depend actually your gifts, because what gifts you will be using in a new earth will be the first one that will develop in your spirit, in your body, in your psyche and your mind. Okay, those are the first gifts that will be really useful when you will be in a 5D earth, and you will learn to handle them. Okay, so what else? Yeah, this is a really important thing that I had to put right, because if it would stay on a 3D earth, the whole thing would have no sense. Okay, at all. And as I told you, it is possible Actually, I saw it many times in different galaxies, different universe, that a planet is shifting into different dimensions and don't stop existing, but you will see many of those planets, well, not necessary, oh, how shall I put this? Many of those planets, and sometimes they have different names. They take up on different names. But when you examine the origin of the planets, you will see they're actually coming from the first one, the lower vibrations one. Okay? It's like changing density or dimension for the planet. It's necessary because in each dimension you find different planets, different setups, different creatures, different living beings on that planet, because the grid is actually changing. And when a planet shifts, it will shift into a totally new grid, a new matrix, okay, that is fabricated by source, not Enki and not the Anunnakis, okay? That is a lie. If they say that Anunnaki is fabricating the matrix, while there is some serious problem with that teaching, you should forget about it. Anunnakis are not God, they are not source, they can die. They have a really long lifespan. But you should not worship them as God, because they don't like human, and I guarantee you they don't have a good plan for humanity. They see them as a food stock, okay, as slaves, okay. So some of the Anunnakis actually feed on human souls, and others wants to use them as slaves, okay. So that is not what source wants for humanity. We are an angelic humanoid, how should I put this, people. We were created angelic humanoid people, and your soul is angelic. All of your human soul has the potential to become angelic, but to achieve and to become angelic humanoid, you have to go through a process, okay, a purification process and tests and many lifetimes. You have to ascend, okay. So that is the original plan of source, and not being a slave of Anunnakis, okay? That is the reality. But right now, many people believe that's the only way if they want to have food on their table, or they want to dress well, or have a nice house, or a house, or a nice car, or just go for nice holidays. These are earthly things that actually are attached to Lucifer. Because that desire actually is controlled by Lucifer on earth, okay? And Lucifer can very easily deceive humans with this desire, because sometimes humans are suffered so much without these basic stuff, like experimenting security in your home, experimenting security financially, security, some people so long they could not eat well. The poverty is really deep. Some people do not didn't have love all their lives, so they're craving it. Some people do not have attention and they're craving it. Some people love power because they have insecurities that they can't heal. And Lucifer knows this, okay? And when Lucifer comes and offers them all the fame, all the things what they want, they do not understand that even if they would get it, it won't make them happy. Because what is the most important, a process to go through to purify yourself, actually to work out why are you have problem on those areas of your life, and why is it toxic. And when you work it out why, you can work on yourself to make it divine, okay. So these are usually limitations that unfortunately will block your ascension, that you have to deal with, okay. You have to do really serious work here if you want to ascend. This is not like okay, I run and get on a train. Well, I use this visual explanation once in one of my video. Yes, you need to get on that ascending, shifting. Yes, you need to ascend and in a way run after this train to catch it. Yeah, but you have to put lots of work in it, and that's mean the work you put in has to be accelerated if you want to catch this train. But lots of humans won't ascend because they just don't have yet the understanding, and they just can't manage. Okay, so these humans, many of them will be touched by the wind of awakening that will give them a chance to step on this path and start moving and upgrading. Um, but many humans refuse it because it seems too much work for them. So they prefer not to do it. They prefer to find other ways that is much easier. And usually these are the spiritual teachers who are not ascending, who's teaching whatever comes in their mind, that it will never happen, a 5D shifting, that it's an illusion, it's people delusional who talk about this. They teaching about this because they can't ascend. Okay, so they want to save the divine in divine position in front of the eyes of people who's actually watching them. But I'm telling you, this is temporal. I mean, you see here the Luciferian lies again. They use they use partially the truth, and after they deform it and create a total lie from it. Okay. So please, 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 you need to deal with all these things, hexes and curses, generational curses. You have people who's hexing and cursing you. You need to ask assistance from Source and your spirit team. And in a higher realm, you have to put like a demand, how do you call that? An asking, like filling up a file in a bureaucratic building that you want something. You have to tell Source, you have to tell universe what's going on and how you want this problem to be solved. But you are open for any kind of solution that is beneficial for you, and you won't suffer because you had enough suffering. You don't want to suffer anymore, and you believe that suffering is not your part anymore because you've been through so many times. Now it has to happen, the happiness and the relaxation, and that things really fall into place and happen for you. Okay, you can pour this out from your heart to the universe. Universe will understand, but the most important things that you take seriously whatever you say. Okay, so this was really important to clarify it about the ascension. That these are the first steps you need to take. Okay, after, you need to deal with your shadow side. I mean, not sweeping it under the carpet. No, 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 no. But learn about it, face it without fear, and start loving yourself with disable your shadow self to harm yourself. Okay, and after, you can work on it, alkalize it, and even turn it on your advantage. Okay, right. What else? Let me see. We have here. Yeah, so we did that. So we have for ascending also, while this is, lots of people says you have to be on a special diet, while I know that killing animals is not good because they have not excuse me, I'm a bit tired, so I mix up a bit, but they have soul. Okay, so you need to understand that these situation, hold on a second.